You want to you watch it through Facebook. Hi, everybody. This is Chenon. I'm coming to you um, because I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. I realized that there have been some concerns coming up about the protests that happened yesterday on June 27th, and also about just some the publicity the group is getting now, and the responsibility and integrity that we have to maintain in order for our message to be heard and not be questioned. I want to start off with the protest yesterday. The first thing I want to let you know is that Kelly Butler stepped out on his own and planned that protest. He felt the real need that we needed to have one. We needed to be out in the public. As admins, we weren't ready to plan one yet, and he was. So, and we don't have a problem with that. He did it independently. However, what I do want to point out that is that we did not join in with planning that with him. The Wisconsin Unemployment Group didn't plan that meeting. It wasn't under our name, and for legal purposes, it was not endorsed by us, and the press and politicians were made aware of that. Um, as far as the group goes, we knew what you knew about the protests as far as where it was, what was happening, what the plans were, and what the safety plan was if anything were to go awry. We actually did not have contact with Kelly yesterday as far as how it went. I would believe that he would report back to the group. As admins, none of us felt safe being there given the recent issues in Madison, in Milwaukee, and in cities around our country. Yesterday, there was an attack on a protest in Louisville. They've been random. We don't know where they're going to pop up, but one did pop up. Thank goodness it wasn't in Madison, but they do happen, and so we are just being cautious. And that is why the group admins and the representation of the group and planning was not part of the rally yesterday. I understand that some of you are upset because it wasn't communicated if the rally was still going on. I know there were posts made that it was still going on. I think Kelly posted yesterday morning and possibly Friday night that it was still planned to go on and meet at 10 o'clock at the Capitol. I could be wrong about that, but I believe I saw those posts. That's the one interesting thing about Facebook. If a post doesn't get a lot of action, like a lot of an action, I don't mean by just you looking at it, you have to actually engage in a post. So if you read it and just keep going and don't engage, that post essentially disappears. It's still in the group, but it doesn't show up in people's activity lines. So what you need to do, and it's a really good habit to learn, the like button isn't necessarily saying, I agree with you. It's saying, I hear you. So it's really important when you read a post and you acknowledge that you've seen it, that you like it. And that helps keep a post active, and especially things about protest and things that are active and things that people want to be a part of. Liking it is a way to keep it present on people's timelines. Obviously, comments will do that as well. Facebook uses the most active posts to go first. As an example, Nate, I believe Connor, had a post last week that said he was at the point where he was willing to have relations with someone at the DWD in order to get his claim paid. And that post got a lot of likes and a lot of comments, and it has maintained in our comment threads for quite some time. It is the most popular post in our group history. So the more you stay active with posts, clearly the more people will see them. I'm not suggesting that everybody try to bed down someone at the DWD. That might create a whole nother pandemic. But that's kind of what I wanted to say about the protest. And we don't disassociate with the protest based on anything negative about Kelly Butler. He wanted to do it, and we support that motivation. We support you guys wanting to get out and do things as a group and as advocates. And as we move into more media and press and things like that. We have to maintain our group image, and that's very important. One thing we've realized in the past couple weeks is as more people become active and motivated to fight for your rights and to fight for your benefits, we've seen people doing interviews with news stations, some of them that we haven't had contact with, or some radio stations or radio shows that we aren't aware of. And we just ask, if you are doing those independently, that you not align yourself as a representative of the Wisconsin Unemployment Support Group, because we do present ourselves as an entity. And so anyone that speaks out and says they represent the group, we just have a certain message that we stick to, and certain things we say every time we speak to the media, and we get together every week so that we're on the same page. And that's kind of what a part of what the admins do all week when we're doing research and creating press releases, is we stay in touch to make sure that our message is on point and that we all know what we're saying to the media. And this is not in any means to stifle anything you have to say. If you're motivated to go sit on the front porch of your local newspaper, please do so. We just ask that you don't say you're there in the name of the Wisconsin Unemployment Support Group. You can definitely say that you're a member of it, and you can say that you have what you've learned from it, and definitely refer them to us. That would be fantastic. And most of them will call us to get a soundbite as well. But we just ask if you could be sensitive to that. That would be great. And I have one more issue, and I won't bog you down anymore. And that is, if you are on multiple social media platforms, please make sure that anything that you take from the Wisconsin Unemployment Group, and that really should be zero, is not identifying any other member. Our group is private because some people don't want their information or their names shared, and some of their situations may be so unique that it's easily identified by other people. So please don't copy and paste other stories without permission and tag them in Twitter, or copy and paste them in Twitter or any other social media platform. Ashley has done a fantastic job, and the Twitter task force, of getting our message onto Twitter and into the homes of so many people. Unemployment was talked about on Fox News last night. We've got a key person, Molly Beck, who joins the cause on different sides quite often, but she has been on our timeline and Twitter, and she's someone that when you're on our timeline, she has followers, and so it is a benefit. But they have definitely helped us be present, and it has been just humongous in our presence. We have definitely seen movement. We've seen reaction. The letter that went out on Friday that we read in the live had responses from 2 senators within an hour of it going out, I believe. So we are making progress. And those of you that are waiting, know that we haven't gone anywhere. We are still here. There may be some days where we're a little bit silent because this is exhausting. For those of you that have received benefits, I completely understand when you disappear for a couple of days. You know, some of you guys know that I did receive part of my benefits yesterday, and I wasn't really present on the page. I was tired. I talked to Ashley and Brett a couple times, and I couldn't stay awake. I was just exhausted. The stress of not being able to take care of responsibilities really wore me out. So that it was good to wake up this morning and not have so many of those stressors. But it's coming for everybody. We are continuing to work on the SSDI thing. We know that there are some legal issues with that may be better for lawyers to handle. But we also know that there is a fix, and that is a special session to change Rule 108.04 12F. And we'll continue to work on that. There are some things that are blocking that. We are continuing to see a lot of our senators responding and posting on Twitter about and blaming the technology and the computer systems. And if you come across that, just so that you guys are informed, it has nothing to do with it. There are 11 states running on the same program. They've been paying out since April with no problems. And Brett talked about the fraud issue that Governor Evers mentioned on Thursday. That also is not the case, and we're going to be releasing documentation this week to prove that fraud is not an issue. And to back that up, we've got them scared. We've caught them up, and they started paying a lot of claims on Friday. If you look at the number of people that got paid out on Friday and Saturday, and think about the fact that we're just a small representative of 151,000 claims, and I would say close to probably 75 or 100 people probably got paid out just from our group on Friday and Saturday. So a large chunk got paid out. It'll be interesting to see the numbers come out this week from the DWD. So there is progress. We're working. No one is forgotten. And on the side of mental health, it's kind of what I do. I'm a counselor. I'm a public speaker, and I do mental health awareness. Take time for yourself. I was talking to Ashley yesterday or this morning, and in the middle of a texting conversation, she said, "Hey, how was your day yesterday?" We don't ever ask that question. And I kind of laughed, and I was like, "Oh, it was good." For once, I called my bill collectors instead of them calling me. And I asked her how her day was, and she responded, and I was like, "This is weird." She said, "Yup, it's weird." Yeah, it was awkward because we've forgotten to take care of ourselves. So take a moment, take lots of moments today. I know this is stressful, but take care of yourself. Do something for yourself. I know the first thing people say is take a bath. I don't find a bath relaxing. I think sitting in my own filth is disgusting, but do something that makes you happy. If it's gardening, my fiance loves to be in the garden and be in the dirt. Once again, not relaxing to me, but go for a walk. I don't know. Do something for yourself, relax, read a book, watch a show that educates you on nothing. It's just brain dead funny. Something that makes you happy. Bake some cookies, but if you're on a diet, don't eat them. You can mail them to me though, because I'm on a diet and I don't really care. Just a little funny tidbit. I did get my benefits yesterday, and I told my fiance that they came in, and the first thing that he said was, "Send me 1,500. I put up with you for 16 weeks not having any of your Amazon spending money. I deserve that." So it's another reminder to take care of ourselves, because the people around us really take the brunt of our stress and frustration while we've been dealing with this. So have a good Sunday, guys. We don't stop on the weekends. We're going to keep pushing it. Twitter's been crazy today, as usual. If you're not on there, it's okay. Not a big deal. If you ever pop on there, just search at Group Wisconsin, and you'll see some of the crazy. I don't want to take up too much of your time. We love you guys, and I am working on the signs, and hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be jotting around Wisconsin and setting up some stop points to meet up with you guys. And I think Ashley's going to ride with me on a couple of days, and we are going to get to meet you guys and give you some signs to put around your towns. Awesome. All right. You guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye. I can't figure out how to turn off the video. 10 years ago, I was a tech genius. I am now a tech boomer.